Hey guys, and welcome back to another part of our Football Manager Mobile 2020 career mode with Chelsea. So where we left off, we had some quite good results. We had a bit of taste of Champions League action against Napoli, which we managed draw against, and then we had Burnley in the Carabao Cup final, which resulted in our first trophy of the season. And now we have Derby, Brighton, and Norwich. Alright, so in terms of lineup, I think we'll keep Tammy Abraham on as striker. Bring in, I'm just thinking, probably bring Aspilicueta on for Reece James. We'll give Tomori a run in the team for Christensen. We'll put Kante, actually. Let's put on Billy Gilmore for Kovacic. And yeah, I think that should be alright. Actually, maybe we'll put in Hudson-Odoi for Martins. Alright. I want to give some players a rest. We've been playing week in and week out. We've rested some players for the Burnley Cup final. And now we'll just rotating the squad again. So I think Derby have Rooney in the squad. Free hit to Chelsea. A quiet opening 20 minutes of the first half. No clear-cut chances. Really interested to see how Billy Gilmore handles his run in the first team. Whereas Tomori, two players we haven't seen in a while, and his Pedro is injured, unfortunately. So I think we're going to bring in Pulisic for Pedro. Here's Pulisic running down that left-hand side, and he is gonna get a corner for us. That was a good run on the break and a decent shot, but it did get saved. And he immediately gets another chance, which he puts it well wide. Now I've talked to the physios after the game to see how severe Pedro's injury is. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. I mean, he's not a main player, but he is a rotation player, and he's been really useful this season in what could be his and Williams. Probably is going to be their final season in this career mode. Half-time though, surprisingly we're getting dominated in possession. Derby have better team rating than us, but we have more shots. So let's see how we manage to complete the second half. Relying on Tammy Abraham as well. That's his second start in the last two games for him. So hopefully he can rediscover his goal scoring form, and soon. We got Hudson-Odoi, who's got a point to prove as well. Here's Abraham, good communication there, good interception. Hudson-Odoi, and it goes straight to the keeper, and Abraham gets the rebound. A good poacher's goal, and he does make good on his appearance in the team. Gets his first goal in quite a few games. Good from Hudson-Odoi, a solid shot. It must have been a powerful shot. The keeper could only parry it, and it did so happen to get in Abraham's way just for a little tap in for 1-0. '80th minute. Let's make some changes quickly. See who's been performing well and who's been a bit average. Alright guys, yeah, so maybe Pulisic is on a 6. Gilmore, basically everyone's on 7s and 8s, which is good to see. Perhaps we'll bring in Mount for Gilmore and Zuma on for Rudiger. Gives Zuma a little run in the team. He's not featured for a really, really long while. And his future is also in doubt at the club. Zaspilicueta to Zuma, Tomori. What a pass from Tomori. Oh, unlucky. Oh, Abraham takes it. 2-0 up, guys. What a pass from Tomori. I mean, the pass wasn't originally great because it was too powerful. The keeper had enough time, but the keeper, I'm not sure what he did there. He really tried to dribble past Abraham, or I don't know, maybe his clearance got intercepted in the last second by Abraham. Again, another true poacher's goal, and it is 2-0. Jorginho to Mount, and Abraham's offside. Yeah. So 2-0. Job done, I would say. Abraham, really good. 2 great goals on his return to the team. And now we're back to Premier League action against Brighton and then Norwich. And then the fixtures get a bit heavier. We've got Liverpool and Napoli in the return leg in the Champions League. And after that, it's going to be Wolves, Watford, Leicester, Southampton, Arsenal, Newcastle, Tottenham, Bournemouth. So in terms of the top 6, we've kind of, after we play Liverpool, we're not going to really have anyone else. We're going to have Arsenal and Tottenham, but that's about it. This doesn't mean it's going to be an easy ride. Still plenty of times for us. We could lose. Wolves are a good team. Leicester, a good team. Arsenal, Tottenham, of course. Okay, can always do it. And obviously Liverpool. So it's going to be interesting to see how we end the campaign. And we find out that we're going to play against Arsenal away in the FA Cup quarter-final. So big game coming up. Alright. So, 4 points behind Liverpool, which are the new league leaders. And now we head over to Stamford Bridge to face Brighton. So let's see, we're going to obviously rotate the team around. It seems Pedro just had a knock, probably had to be taken off for precaution reasons, or maybe it wasn't a really long-term injury. But it's good because we have him back in the fold. But I think I'm going to bring Pulisic in for Pedro and Martins in for Hudson-Odoi. And Martinez is going to reprise his return in the team for Abraham, who's played really well, but I feel like we need to get some, desperately need to get some points. So I'm going to rely on the striker with the most experience, which would be Martinez at this time. Loftus-Cheek's going to be making way for Kante, and Kovacic coming off for Gilmore. And obviously we're going to keep Willian again, still injured. How long has he got? Just a few days. Okay, he's going to be a useful addition to the team, 100%. Yeah, I think that's about it, guys. So let's get straight into it. Big game that we've got here against Brighton. And we need some 3 points to get even closer to the top of the table. Oh. Kante intercepts it really well. I have Kurzawa. Did they buy it from PSG? Kurzawa from PSG? Might have to confirm that. But here's Brighton though. Maupay. Good clean up by Kante. Kepa kind of gives away possession. But Azpilicueta should be there to clean it up, which he does. And here's Brighton with their first corner, or perhaps the first corner of the game. Oof, and it's a goal kick. A dangerous chance for us to fall 1-0 behind early on in the first half. I do get the feeling that Brighton started off better, so we kind of need to raise the tempo a bit, whether it's towards the end of the first half or have a really good strong start in the second half. But we need to do something, otherwise we're gonna pay for it. Here's 32 minutes in. Again, Brighton with another chance. Emerson can't keep up with that. Oh, and it's a goal for Brighton. A bit of a defensive... Yeah, that was Christensen's fault. He kept the ball for too long. He should have either cleared it or, I don't know, just put it out for a corner, most safest option. But we do fall 1-0 down. And that is exactly what I was talking about. We didn't raise our levels, and now we're paying for it dearly. In all aspects, in the title race, we're paying for it, and in the game itself, by not potentially not getting the 3 points. So we got to have a good second half start. Yeah, much better position from Brighton, so I'm not really happy with how we're playing. It's Pulisic, Martins. Just need to see some good possession being shown now. Again, Brighton with another chance. Seems like we're not really doing anything about our awful. 2-0 down, guys, to Brighton. With how we've been playing recently, I was not expecting this at all. So 2-0 down. Let's make a change, I guess. Although this is basically our strongest squad, but let's just see what happens. Here's Martinez with a good chance. A bit hopeful that shot. It was from long way out. It's Kovacic, Pulisic. And it's, what the fuck was that? Awful. Pulisic not doing well, so we're going to bring Pedro in. Who else? Emerson really not doing well at all. Well, we don't really have anyone to replace him with. We'll do this. And put Reece James. And we'll leave it at that for now. Let's just see how it goes. Still early on in the first half. Anything can happen, but at this rate, yeah, 66 minutes and we haven't even got a goal back. Not looking good at all. Here's Martins though. And it is a free kick. Here's Pedro. It's another corner kick. Need to get a goal very soon. Here's Kovacic. No. Good clearance from Mopé. Here's Kante. Another corner. Spilicueta. And it's a goal back, Martins. Third goal of the season. We have a lifeline. We do have a lifeline. But still, I think the most we'll get is probably 1 point from this game. It's a bit too late. Yeah. Rudiger, Kante, Kovacic, Jorginho, Kante, Martins. And it's a good defensive phase. James. Or Martins. I haven't got a lot of time left. Full time, guys. We do lose. Oh, no. Big blow in the title race. Absolutely big blow. That might have just cost us the title race. Unfortunately. Where the hell are even Brighton? Like, what is going on? Brighton are fucking 12th. What the... See, not good. So we were... We're now 6 points. We were 4 points ahead from the first place. And now we are 6. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. Alright, let's play the final game of the season. Sorry, not season. Final game of the episode. Against Norwich. Again, let's not underestimate them, because that didn't really work out well for Brighton. Let's put Abraham on for Martinez. Willian, still not back. Holy crap. And I might introduce Mount on for Kovacic for this game. And Pedro on for Pulisic. That was actually our first loss in a really long while in this career mode of Chelsea. So maybe it was coming. It was overdue, a loss, a little wake up call, but still didn't really expect it to be there and then. I want to see a better performance from Christensen, which was at fault for one of the goals, which is crucial in that match against Brighton. Here's a free kick from Mount. He's going to take it and it goes out for a corner. Another corner. Here's Abraham. Onto Mount. Not very good there. Not a very good attack whatsoever. Spilicueta needs to get to that, which he does. You hit another corner. Abraham gets it in, finally. 18th goal of the season. Good start from us. We've kept knocking on the door with corners and stuff, which looked unlikely to score, but we do get the goal finally, and that puts us in a good position to go into half-time with a good lead. And also good confidence boosting goal from Tammy Abraham, who's coming for Martinez. Alright, half-time. Let's see what the second half has to offer. Espilicueta again playing really well on that right hand side. He's making a lot of tackles. Good interception from Rudiger. Here's Mount. Not the best of passes. A bit sloppy possession. We need to be careful here. We nearly get punished. And that would have, of course, been Mount's fault for a really risky pass, which wasn't even on target. Like, it went completely off, and that resulted in us nearly conceding. So the youngster needs to be a bit more careful in how he gives the ball away. Oh, and another chance. I'm not sure who that was, but it does go for a goal kick. A few good crosses from Mount, though. One of them resulting in a goal from Abraham. And let's make some changes. 16 minutes, 17 minutes to go. 16 now. Just waiting for a break up in play so we can initiate the substitutions. Alright. So Pedro not been doing well, so probably going to put on Pulisic. Kante not doing well either, so let's bring on perhaps Kovacic. Rudiger's on the 6 as well, not too great. But we're going to keep it as it is with 13 minutes to go. Here's Kovacic. Quite a bit open space. Oh, we need to be careful here. Oh no, what have we done? Absolutely good interception from Rudiger. That was very, very vital. And here's Emerson to Pulisic, Jorginho. Very good defensive phase from Rudiger. That might have just won us the match right there. You never know, that could have been a goal. It was looking like a one-on-one with the keeper, and just as soon as the Norwich striker or the player shot, Rudiger was there to block it. So really, really good defensive phase, and that is what he's there for. He's Pulisic. Gonna make that. He gets a second chance. Not gonna make it again. And that's it, guys. Full time 1-0. Bit lackluster, if I'm being honest. We should be really putting 2-3 goals past these teams, but it is what it is, and that is 3 points, which is that's what matters at the end of the day. And now we're facing Liverpool, which I'll fit into this episode. Why not make it a bit longer? So in terms of the title race, we're only 3 points now behind Tottenham. Again, it makes you wonder, we could have really been up there if we won against Brighton instead of losing those 3 points. But we are getting closer and closer. We just again need consistency, and beating Liverpool, which are 2 spots ahead of us, is going to be one of those title race defining matches. Okay, Willian is finally back, so we're going to put him for Hudson-Odoi. Tomori for Zuma. I'm going to bring in Pulisic on for Pedro, and perhaps put Willian on the right hand side. Give Martins a little break. And Martinez. Kovacic on for Mount. And let's put Martinez on for Abraham. Alright, guys. I think this is a solid lineup. It's the best we can do at the moment with what we have. Willian is back, so we can't really ask for more in terms of experienced players being available to use. So let's study the lineup real quick from Liverpool. So they are similar to us. In a way, they got one striker, but they are a bit more attacking. They got an advanced midfielder. Alright, guys, we're going to get the game underway. We're at Anfield. Big match in a title race. Whoever gets these 3 points makes a big claim for that Premier League title challenge. So it's going to be interesting. Two very talented teams taking locking horns into battle. If we look at the... Oh, it's offside. If we look at on paper what both teams have, Liverpool should edge this on quality. Quality wise, obviously that doesn't really reflect what the score will be, but they have more quality players. They've just come from a Champions League victory last season, and yeah, they're in a good place. They got Van Dijk, 100 million worth defender. Mane, Salah, and Firmino, one of the most lethal free attacking players partnership. Whereas we're still undergoing a transition, and a very important transition, and we're mixing up with the youngsters. We got Mount, who made his breakthrough. Abraham again made his breakthrough. He's on 18 goals, I think, in his debut season, which is really good. And obviously we still have Reece James on the right back position, playing a few games here and there. Oh, goal kicks. Firmino, good crossing from Salah, but Firmino couldn't really direct his header. Is Liverpool with another opportunity, but half time, and rightfully so, Liverpool are playing better. I mean, they're in their backyard and they've got the fan support, morale boosting factor that you would need to win these kind of games, but it's still down to us to really shine in the second half and perhaps get the 3 points. Headed by Willian. Fabinho. Very calm passing for Liverpool. They know their strong points and they're not afraid. They were passing really casually in that midfield area, even though there was a bit of pressure. So they've got some good experienced players. Kante, yeah, he's gonna get yellow. As expected of Kante, though, he's really that defensive midfielder. Kind of, he needs to help the attack and the defense, which he's inevitably gonna pick up a few yellows every few games due to his team role. Robertson's getting called over as well. He's not gonna get any card. He's just gonna get a talking to. Hey, Jorginho, finally we get a chance for our team. And oh, Jorginho, Kovacic, Pulisic, Martinez, and it's in. And Martinez is apparently it's offside. The players are protesting, but VAR has not stepped in, which means they haven't seen anything wrong. And 1-0, guys. We have a 1-0 lead away from home. A very big point. Pulisic, really good play from Jorginho, Pulisic, and obviously then Martinez to finish it off. Here's Kovacic. Pulisic, Kante, Martinez again! 2-0. Matip again at fault for the second goal. And that's 2 quick fire goals, which I did not see coming. Really surprised me this game. But there's still 16 minutes to go, so a lot can happen. Let's initiate some changes, some fresh legs. What we are going to do though is shape. We're going to keep it defensive right now. We're going to really put it defensive. Defense. Yeah, we're going to keep it. So we're going to switch to defensive. We're gonna put on. We're gonna put on. I'm not even sure, to be honest. I don't think we need to put anyone. I think we're all good. Just a tactical change we had to make in terms of the. Oof, nearly a comeback from Liverpool. 85th minute, guys, and it is a dangerous free kick. Emerson boots it out, nicely done. Willian gets it. Is he gonna do it? Oh, that second shot was terrible. Fair play to him for getting that chance. Good counter break, but the way he finished it, after he was lucky enough to get a second opportunity, second rebound, he absolutely skied it. So maybe that's his rustiness showing because he hasn't played for a while after his long-term injury. But anyway, this result is very good after what we just witnessed against Brighton, that shocking defeat. This is a very welcome result, even though it's a bit surprising, but not surprising as in we're winning, but just by this margin. I thought maybe it would be like a 2-1 or a 1-0, and it was looking that way in the first half, a really tight game, but we were patient today, and that is the important factor. We capitalized on some mistakes by Matip. So a few defensive errors from Liverpool really cost him that game, and potentially, as I said earlier, it is a title-defining season, or title challenge-defining season. So with that result, that should take us over Liverpool, and it does, and it brings us all the way up to second. And Man United could overlap us if they get a win because they'll have more goal difference points. But only 1 point behind leaders. So the leaders have fluctuated quite a bit. I mean, we've seen leaders in Man United at one point, they were leaders. Man City then took the reins. Then Liverpool took the reins. And now Tottenham are taking the reins. And I think this cycle is going to land to us in this really late stage of the season. Which might be good. Because, yeah, there's only 8 games remaining of the season. We've got Napoli in the next episode. And, yeah, it's going to be a interesting conclusion to the season as well. And anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one.